San Diegan. Hey, morning, native San Diegan. Haven't seen you in a while. Joy is here. Ego's here. Nurse said, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you as well. John Langlois said, has anyone seen the U.S. dictator director? Oh, yeah, exactly, President Trump. Oh, my gosh. Diane is here. Good morning, Diane. Beaver from Colorado Springs. Well, look who it is. It's Hitesh. Hits is here. He said, hi, Sam and team. Sorry, missed yesterday live. Was with wife for a lunch date and the Melania movie. Oh, well, that takes precedence. Absolutely. Wendy is here. Good morning, Wendy. Oh, my gosh. Look at the chat is just going crazy here. So hang in there, everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't intentional. Christy B. from Hayesville, Kansas. I Speak 1717 said, it must be the damn aliens. Well, I wouldn't be surprised that that's on the next on the board here. Sherry from East Tennessee just showed up. Good morning, Sherry. Oh, boy. Deb S. said, good afternoon from Central Massachusetts and enjoy spending my time with all of you. Well, we're just glad you're here. Martini time. Mary Louise Brown is here. Franny Dragonfly. Kings Girl 1974. Doug Rice 59 said, good morning, my hoodlum friends.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Exactly. Lace and Steel just showed up. Good morning, Lace. Oh, my. And thank you for the gifts, Lace. That's very sweet. Lynette Ranley said, good Tuesday morning from Texas. Oh, my goodness. Brian's here. Hey, Brian. Mr. Jeff Papp is here. Rosebud from Alaska. Ooh, it's got to be chilly up there. My Not So Poker Face is here as well. Tanya Moonsheimer over on Facebook. Robert McCarsky on YouTube. Earl Shannon said, good morning, guys. Well, good morning to you as well, Earl. Glad you are all here. Batten Ballin just showed up. Hey, Batten Ballin. Oh, another Trump train. Oh, my goodness. Trump train is on the move today. Love it. Terry Walters 392 said, good afternoon from... where did that go? Oh, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Wow. Mary Louise Brown, thank you for the Trump train. You're so sweet. Kathleen Garcia just showed up. Good morning, Kathleen. All right. Well, I think we're all caught up for the most part. Oh, David Morales just showed up and said, howdy, y'all. Howdy, David. What time is it over in the UK right now? It's got to be what? 6 at night?
They're 6 hours ahead of me, so that would be 5 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow. All right. Mr. Jeff Papp said, Alex is my favorite hoodlum. He is a hoodlum. I know, it's the beard. It is. Absolutely. All right. Well, let's see. Let's get to some indices this morning. Alex, what do you think?
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in on this awesome February 3rd. Now I'm trying to get the hiccups. Great. Markets. Looking down this morning, S&P 500, 6,922. That's down 53. The Dow is 49,292. That's down 114. And the NASDAQ sitting at 23,281. That's down 310 points. Looking over at the commodities, oil currently. Why is the presentation mode not? Oh, I know what's going on. Hey, you guys want to see a screen?
Well, whatever.
Well, I mean, why not? Here we go. Pushing buttons. Looking at crude oil today, it's up 44 cents a barrel, sitting at 62.57. Big news. We're rallying, folks, from the super dip. Gold earlier was pushing 49.60, currently sitting at 49.47, 48, 47, 48, 47, 48, up $284. Silver up $6.06 to $85. It's interesting how one goes one way, being the stock market, and the others, precious metals, start going up. So interesting times.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Interesting times is an understatement. Melissa Flinner, thank you for all the gifts. Hokey Gigi, thank you as well. Oh, man. So the chat is on its own mission today, just so everybody knows. It's not intentional if I'm missing you. I'm hearing an echo. Do you guys hear an echo?
Yeah. You just started with you, Sam.
Huh. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on here. Well, it's not me.
You have to get out of your bomb shelter over there.
Yeah, exactly. I might need to be in one, but no, it's definitely not me. Alex, any idea?
I'm not hearing an echo.
Really? Is everybody in the chat hearing an echo? Yes. Yeah, everybody getting an echo. There's a stadium.
Hello.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know what to do, Alex, because I know it's definitely echoing. In fact, let's do this. James, mute yourself. Let's see if that takes care of it. Let's see if that works. No. Okay, James, unmute. Dave, mute yourself. All right, let's see if that works. Nope, still there. Alex, mute yours. Hello. Nope, that's not it either. What the hell is going on, everybody?
Which, let me look at some things in the back end. How bad is the echo?
It's not from you. It's not from you, Alex.
Yeah,
Pretty bad. Everybody's echoing on my end.
Let's see if I'm still echoing. Yep, I'm still echoing. It's me. I don't know. I haven't changed any buttons here. That's weird.
Sam, you mute yourself. Let's test.
Okay, let me try. Well, let's see here. Let's see. How's that now? Is that better? No, I can still hear it. Okay.
Hello.
Huh. I don't know what's going on, everybody. I wonder if it's restreams have been screwing up a lot lately, so maybe that's it. I don't know. I think we're just going to have to deal with it because I don't know unless I go out and come back in. What do you think, Alex? Oh, you're muted, Alex. Okay, Alex is working on something.
One momento.
Uno momento, exactly. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on here.
And it just started.
Towie Bixby's laughing at us. Thanks a lot, Towie. Oh my God.
Sam, you've got the echo effect turned on your microphone.
How do I do that?
I think it's probably a dial or a button on your mixer board. I think that's what.
Hello, how about, is that better?
Let me mute and listen to TikTok.
Let me see. Hello, is that better?
See, I'm not echoing on TikTok. You're the only one that was echoing, but that fixed it, I believe.
Hello. No, I still hear the echo.
Not as strong.
That's really weird. Let me try this. How about this now? No, same thing. Hello.
It's better.
Hello.
Yeah, I think you got it, Sam.
No, I think I still hear the echo.
I hear it too.
Well, that's really weird. I haven't touched anything on my board.
It's not translating through to the show or TikTok.
Is anybody on TikTok hearing an echo?
It didn't start till that new screen came up.
Yep.
Which new screen?
The industry screen.
Oh, Alex, try closing that screen, see what happens.
You're right, James.
Hello. Okay, now it's gone. Ha, it was Alex. It wasn't me. I didn't push any buttons. I'm vindicated. Wow. Okay, good. Well, at least we got that cleared up. All right, let's see here. Hey, Martin's WB just showed up. Holy smokes. There are over 80 messages I haven't seen. So if I missed you, I apologize. Pure Blood Holly Johns is here. Good morning, Holly. Tanya Moonsheimer's over on TikTok and over on YouTube or Facebook, I think, too. Oh, David Morale says it's an echo. Not too bad. Sounds like a hollow space, bathroom style. I'm not in the bathroom. Let's dispel any rumors right now. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, I think we got Wendy with a whole bunch of squirrels in the chat. Boy, I know that was a major squirrel. All right, so let's see. Dave, what about some farming and agriculture?
Absolutely. Corn market. Corn is up 1 to 2. Soybeans up 5 to 7, and wheat is up 1. As for the cattle and hog market, cattle was up 0.27%, and hogs were up big at 1% across the board. USDA just came out with some December crush and soybean oil stuff. It was up solid numbers for soybean crush and corn for ethanol, setting some new records for soybeans being crushed at the end of 2025. Had one of the largest months on record, raising 9 million on the month and 12 million on the year. That did push the U.S. soybean oil supplies above year-ago levels, while mean stocks saw a year-to-year decline. And corn grind finished 2025 on a strong note as ethanol producers attempt to absorb a record crop and meet domestic and export needs. So all positive for the farmer, no doubt about that.
Very cool. Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Let's see. Martin's WB, thank you for the heart me. Franny Dragonfly sending in the gifts. Mama Bear said, it's still a squirrely morning, Sam. Boy, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? Oh my gosh. Let's see. We have, well, that's really weird. Charlie, thank you for the Star Rider. I've never seen that before. That was really cool. Thank you. Melissa Flinner, thank you for the hat and mustache. All right, James, what do we have from a military standpoint today?
Well, I haven't covered this for some time, but today's topic for the military is Space Force. Space Force, I can't even talk, activates a Northern Component focused on Homeland Defense serving under the U.S. Northern Command. U.S. Space Forces Northern is tasked with progressing space capabilities that empower lethality and effectiveness for Homeland Defense. There is no higher calling than protecting your neighbors, your families, and homeland from harm. Space Forces Northern is now recognized as the 7th field service component since 2020. Other Space Force components are Indo-Pacific, Central Space, Europe, Africa, with a subordinate component in Korea and Japan. Service components assist combat commanders by providing regionally tailored operational effects to increase lethality, sustain freedom to maneuver, and other actions like domain awareness, missile warning, tracking, satellite communications, combat effectiveness, directives, and intelligence.
Excellent. Thank you, James. Yeah, Space Force is on a tear right now, man. I'm so excited about what they're doing. As far as the Echo was concerned, Earl Shannon said, definitely came from the spinning ball guy from Kansas. Oh, look out now. They're getting a little sassy here. Everybody be careful. Alex is in a mood, I think. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Sky Dancer just showed up. Hi, Sky Dancer. Glad you could make it. Martini time, thank you for all the gifts. Blue Flames, thank you for the popcorn. So let's move into some stories here. New orders have surged, sending U.S. manufacturing activity near 4-year highs. It was the biggest month-over-month surge since April of 2020. Dave, what do you make of that?
It's a good start. I was answering a few questions online there. It's a positive way. I mean, obviously Trump's pushing it in the right direction, and we'll keep digging. Like I said, it's a multi-spoked wheel where he's dealing here and bringing everything back to the U.S. So it's all positive.
Yeah, exactly, James.
The Empire Manufacturing Survey has measured new orders and factory output, and they reach a multi-year high. In spite of concerns about inflation and unemployment, new orders rose to 57.1 from 47.4 in December. 10% of our economy is based on manufacturing tariff policies, and they have created a mix of high demand for domestic products and higher cost for manufacturers. So it's kind of a problem.
Yeah, thanks, James. Alex, Earl Shannon said, Alex, you just made my day. Boy, if that's what it takes, Earl, you're pretty easy to please. There it is, exactly. Earl Shannon cracking me up. Hey, Mama Sass just showed up. Hey, Mama. XRP Mama's here as well. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's see here. Let's move on. Blue Flame sent the first gift. Oh, how sweet. Thank you, Blue Flame.
We don't get to move on till I get to talk about manufacturing. In the US.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Wow, Sam.
Dude, I mean, come on. We've got echoes. We've got squirrels. We've got gifts. I mean, it's all over the place today.
He thought you were busy enough at that point.
Is it Monday again? And Earl, anytime, buddy. I'll make it. The manufacturing has experienced significant expansion, driven by reshoring efforts, government incentives like CHIPS Act and the One Big Beautiful Bill, tariff policies, and private investments in key industries such as semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, automotive, and clean energy. Look, the message is loud and clear, right, from the Trump administration. If you're going to do business in the United States, you're going to build that business in the United States, and it is going to set us up for success. Go back to where we were when we were the industrial powerhouse of the world in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Tariff-based economy, rocking and rolling. His executive order yesterday to create a strategic reserve of minerals, the coal industry, getting coal-fired plants going again. I just, if we had a crystal ball and could look, 4, 5, 10 years down the road, what he's doing today is setting up a massive influx of companies and cash. And we are all going to reap the benefits of it, guaranteed.
Well, I'm working on a story for tomorrow, talking about the companies, prominent companies that the government, the U.S. government owns, and it's going to be really interesting because there's a lot more there than I expected. I'm going to give the top ones, but I'll do that tomorrow. Kathleen Paschke's here over on Facebook. Richard Pacente said, "That's hurtful, Sam." What was hurtful, Richard? What did I say? What did I do? Earl Shannon said, "I get flipped off a lot by a lot of good people. Alex was the first today."
I know what you're talking about. This is a family show for entertainment and educational purposes only.
Exactly. AJMCSJ is here. Let's see. Holy smokes, you guys are cracking me up. John Langlois said, "It's all about the MAGA." Absolutely. Melissa, thank you for the gifts. You're so sweet. All right, let's see. Let's move on. Let me see if I can get some screens working here because it's kind of like a Monday today for some reason. I don't know why. Of course, and that screen's not working right. There we go.
Well, it was Groundhog's Day the other day, so maybe that's what happened.
It is. It's a replay, exactly.
That's right.
So President Trump finally spoke out about, thank you, Lynette, spoke out about the Epstein files. And he said, quote, "I never went to the infested Epstein Island, but almost all of these crooked Democrats and their donors did." Now, is he spiking this up? Is he putting it on a T for us, Alex, in terms of exposure, or is it just more of the same for a while?
I said it yesterday. There is so much in those files. Even going through them last night, there was a allegation, and I went digging that the one of the executive producers for the Melania movie, and sure enough, there was a photo. We're talking millions of documents, and inside of those documents is photocopies of 3-ring binders that this guy had with the inventory. It's crazy. The Clintons, nothing new. We're gonna keep hearing it. I don't know when it gets teed up, but I'm hoping that to use golf terms, I'm hoping it's a 400-yard drive and not a worm burner.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up the Bill and Hillary, because Melissa Flinter's just lighting us up today. Thank you, Melissa. We have President Trump talking about Epstein, then we have Bill and Hillary agreeing to testify before the House committee. James, what do you make of those two stories?
Well, first of all, I think central casting is probably for Bill and Hillary, because I think both of those already did the swing around down there in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, after Admiral Crandall got done with them. Yep. As far as anything else goes, we've talked about this 100 times about the Epstein Island and Donald Trump. Donald Trump used Epstein's plane. If he's named in any files, it's probably the flight logs of that aircraft when Donald Trump's plane was in maintenance. Other than that, That's all it was. And if the only other thing I know of Jeffrey Epstein was he was asked to leave Mar-a-Lago because he wasn't suitable to be a guest. Other than that, I think it's case closed.
Yeah.
As far as rounding people up, yeah, I hope they're all rounded up. The list is long.
Yeah, and who knows how many have already be rounded up and we just don't know it. Dave?
Yeah. There's a conversation I had with a buddy today. He goes, "What are you going to do when Trump comes out on the Epstein list?" I go, "What are you going to do when he doesn't come out on the Epstein list?" That's the pushback back and forth. And I thought to myself, okay, you've got this list. And here's my list, okay? It's right here. Who can't erase stuff off a list? Like, it has to be proof. There is no list. There is no CNN and NBC list. I mean, because anything can be erased off of it. So a list does not exist. Now you have to have proof to bring these people in, and I think that's what they're building towards.
Well, and here's the thing, you guys. Everyone knows I'm a Trump supporter to the nth degree. But I'll tell you this: if President Trump is guilty, he needs to go. End of story. If he is guilty, he needs to go. I don't imagine that's the case. I don't think he'd be in the position he's in now if he was. But I believe me, I'm not going to defend somebody who is guilty of something like that. He would need to go. Mama Sass said, "Would you guys please stay in your places today?" Mama, it's not us. It's the restream feed. It keeps screwing up on us. So I apologize.
This has been going on for 20 years. This started in 2007. So let's use critical thinking and common sense. If this was the case and the 45th through 47th president was anywhere in any of those lawsuits, of the documents, of any of that, right? Why wasn't it used in 2016? Why wasn't it used in 2020? Why wasn't it used until after the man takes 2024 and sweeps the entire country, right? Like 20 years this has been going on. But now, all of a sudden, like, critical think. I love our viewers and supporters because if somebody steps up into the comments and dumb, heaven help you, because they handle it and we don't have to. It's fantastic.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Hey, Allie Mae just showed up. Hi, Allie. Glad you could make it. Brian said they say they're going to testify now. Yeah, well, again, we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. I don't have any idea.
My lawyer said I can't answer that question. I plead the fifth. My lawyer said I can't answer that question.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're doing the previewing. I see that. That works out.
How this goes, but I'm not too enthusiastic about it. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Melissa Flinner just leveled up. Thank you, Melissa. Dog Lover is here as well. She said no list. Interesting. Mama Bear said, and if they had proof on Trump, they would have used it the last 4 years against him. 100%, I agree. Ella Baby said Trump was the informant. Yes, again, he could be in the he could be in the files, but that doesn't mean he's guilty of anything. He may be helping somebody. We have to think outside of the box here.
Well, I saw in one interview, Trump actually said, he goes, if anything, all these documents in the comment not only exonerate, but show that I was helping. Like, those are words out of his own mouth. Like, wait a minute. Mike Johnson said he was an informant.
Yeah. Chris said all these Trump haters never even heard of Epstein before Trump. Exactly. 100%. Dee said the Dems are throwing everything and anything at the wall just to see what's going to stick. Yeah, again, I think a lot of them are under submission, in my opinion. How it's going to play out, how the script writers have written this, your guess is as good as mine. So it looks like due to the partial federal government shutdown, the Bureau of Labor Statistics will suspend data collection, processing, and dissemination. Now, I was under the impression last week that they had passed it, and then it came out, oh, no, they didn't. Now they're saying that because of this partial shutdown, they're not going to be able to. I mean, it just seems like there's one story after another. Alex, what do you make of it?
Never let a good crisis go to waste. The Dems are going to do what the Dems are going to do. Yeah, we said this, back in whatever the last government shutdown, and then the government shutdown before that, and then the government shutdown before that. It's putting a spotlight on the fact that our government's broken, and this man has come in and mandated by the people. Thousands of counties across this country said enough is enough. So I don't know how far this is gonna boil up. How much, we've gone 30 plus days with the government shut down, and nobody died. No catastrophic, benefits were lost for those that actually needed it. It's just more fear mongering and drama from the left.
Yeah, James.
The derelicts that went through this reporting crisis last time was the government shut down in October, November, and that was the longest in history at 43 days. The Democrats are the reason we're at a shutdown, and a lot of people don't understand this. The Democrats are refusing to vote in this new bill because they want new restrictions and guardrails on ICE agents. That's why we're shut down right now, is because those people are trying to put up safe holds for whatever venue, or I don't even know the term. I'm so worked up and pissed off about it. It's not good.
Yeah, Dave.
And I think they were voting on it again this morning. I was watching something earlier on it, and I think they were voting again this morning on it in the House. So, but as I always say, shut the government down, then they can't screw anything up. So bring it on.
Exactly. Hey, Big D's here. Good morning, Big D. Chris and Batten Ballin, thank you for the gifts. Very sweet. LL Smith 22 just followed us on TikTok. Welcome, LL Smith. 307 Patriots said outside the chat screen is normal. Inside the chat screen is zoomed way in. That's probably something on your end, I'm guessing. You might want to jump out and come back in. Sassy Minnesota girl is here. JP Metal Slayer said, old Trump bad, new Trump good. Well, we'll have to see how that plays out. Jessica said, my kid's in the Army and won't get paid, sadly. I don't think they'll allow that to happen. I don't think they...
Military side of it, it's totally different. It'll be consistent. It'll be paid just like the last shutdown.
Yeah, exactly. D said, I have a difficult time tolerating Hakeem Jeffries. Well, again, I think that's part of the show. I think it's there to simply bring people's attention to the ridiculousness of our government. David,
it failed. 215 Republican yays, 215 yays and 2 nays on the Republican side. Democrat side, 214. So it failed with 216 votes because 2 rhinos. I mean, that's peeling back the covers. That's showing us who's on whose side. So you have 216 people currently in the House of Representatives that can't get their shit together.
Yeah, and President Trump is trying to primary the one Congressman, Thomas Massey. I mean, he's all over him. He's on him like flies on you know what, and he's after him. David Morrell said it's a cast list. Boy, isn't that the truth, David? Gosh, so very true. Hey, Top Crop just showed up. Hey, Top Crop, glad you could make it, Seth. Let's see here. Dog Lover said, name them. Name who? I'm not sure who you're talking about.
The 2
Hotel
rhinos.
Girl said, who were the rhinos? Yeah, Alex, do you know who they were?
It doesn't say. It just gives the. I'm looking at it live, and it's got it up on the screen. It just says yays and nays. It doesn't say who voted what.
Oh, okay. Top Crop, thank you for all the gifts. Very sweet of you. RFH just followed us over on TikTok. Welcome, RH. Cindy Lou said, you just shut down the government employees not paid, air traffic controllers not paid. Well, I don't think that's the case. I think there's always a workaround for it, but how, I don't know what term they're using for it. What's that, Al? Dave?
The 2 Republicans were Thomas Massey of Kentucky and John Rose of Tennessee.
Yeah, Thomas Massey, Trump's all over him. And I think that's theater because he has been a Trump supporter. And then all of a sudden he flips, 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever it was, something's up there. I don't know what it is, but something's up. Pam Lee is here. Good morning, Pam. So we spoke yesterday about California with this proposed mileage tax. So I did some further research, and it turns out California has increased its gas tax revenue by 87% in 10 years. For every gallon of gas we buy here in California, the state collects over 61 cents a gallon, which is up from 27 cents a decade ago. The state collected $7.94 billion from drivers here in California on the roads last year. How much of that is fraudulent? How much other fraudulent activity? I mean, Nick Shirley's here in California right now, and he's starting his whole process. Alex, what do you make of it?
It's not news to us anymore, right? Like, what happens when the national debt is erased because it was all fraud? The up in arms and we're not going to fund it because of ICE. And well, the reason they're not funding because of ICE is because of the fraud, right? If you get rid of these people, how are we going to funnel money to our own pockets and to Somalia and to research, upside down flying monkeys in the center of the earth? And it's the insanity's got to stop. It's got to stop.
James?
Well, Sam, the one thing that's probably hard for a lot of people to realize is exactly how much gasoline is burned in California on a daily basis. And don't forget about jet fuel. If you want to know, put the 61 cents times 13 million gallons of gasoline consumed. 33 to 38 million gallons of gasoline burned by automobiles, and 13 million gallons of aviation fuel over 145 airports in California. That's a shitload of money.
Is that per day?
Per day.
Wow. Dave?
Well, and they kind of did it to themselves, because you started pushing electric vehicles. What do they use? Gas. So you just have a lower intake, and they're kind of doing it themselves. So they're gonna, take it out of one pocket and try to stick their hand in the other one to take your money out of that side. Finding something, because they got to keep all their new Green Deal stuff going and all the other funding things. So they got to find the money somewhere.
Almost sounds like a sting operation.
That's right.
Clarabelle Rod and Hot Rod just followed us on TikTok. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Gary Murphy said it's all about the Benjamins. Boy, there's a lot of truth to that. Full Mental Jacket is here. How's it going, Mental? Let's see. Hey, Lee Daniel is here. Lee, what are you doing, girl? Good to see you. Gen X Nick is here. Ooh, what is that little pumpkin thing? Towie Bixby said a pumpkin carriage. How sweet. Thank you, Towie. It's a carriage. All right. I should probably watch what I'm saying here. I might get some blowback on that one. All right. So let's move on. Oh, wait. It's sponsor time. So as everybody knows, we can't really say websites anymore. My website is back up. We had some problems. I had a lot of you message me about getting your supplements and other things. My website's back up. It's my name, samchalhoub. You know what it is. So we have Mike Lindell running for Minnesota governor. If you need some stuff that he offers, please give him the business. I believe he's earned it. Use the code SAM. Also, Neil Naturopathic. Go to my website, click on Dr. Neil's button, use the code SAM20 for a 20% discount. Also, we have, of course, Dr. Peter Glidden, who's with us every Friday, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to health and wellness. If you go to his button on my website, you use the code SAM, you'll get a 30% discount on his membership, which I think is imperative for everyone to have a membership to there. And also Bestline Racing, the best fuel and oil additives in the market today. Go to my website, click on Bestline, use the code SAM. Alex, what about meditation today?
In my bio on TikTok, you can access it. On Amazon, if you search my name, Alex Reamer, you can access it. It's a beginner's guide. If Wendy, if you're on, I did receive your email. So I'm still giving the private lessons that everybody bought the book last year, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Bear 741 said Newscomb needs it for his failed train project. Well, yeah, and there was a whole bunch of news last night and this morning that they've laid 16 feet of track for the new high-speed rail here. 16 feet! How many billions of dollars for 16 feet?
We can't even fit the locomotive on that yet.
You can't even
Holy smokes!
that's like one set of wheels.
Yeah, right. Right. Hey,
God.
Sam, you haven't talked about any of your writing or anything in LA at all. I haven't heard anything from you.
Any of the writing?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
LA.
so I went and drove around, couldn't find anything. Now, I lived in downtown LA back in 2014 and 15, or 15 and 16. Anyway, I just decided to live in the heart of the city. It was, it was in a brand new building. It was beautiful. A block away was a tent city. But back then there was a riot that took place, and I happened to be in the heart of downtown LA when it happened. And it was ominous looking because there was a whole wall of police officers with their riot gear and people coming in. I thought, oh my God, I was right in the center of it. But I went down and looked around. I couldn't find anything. So I don't know whether
Huh.
it was a very isolated incident. I don't know if it was taped from another time. I have no idea, but I couldn't find
Interesting.
anything. Yeah.
Interesting.
But then again, after 9 o'clock at night, I'm pretty much done. So I don't go down there, midnight or anything. But
That's when the action starts after 9.
yeah, exactly. And if not for me, brother, I'll tell you that. Mama Staff said they're not going to be able to afford to ride the new rail. Well, again, I think it's really a
Well,
sting operation.
it should be pretty cheap. It's only 16 foot long.
Yeah, exactly. I speak 1717 said I could run that fast. I know, right? God. Lee Daniel said Judge Grady is on the hot seat. He was on Epstein's list. He's friends with DeSantis. Eek. Ooh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting. Pure Blood Holly John says, I think it's just 8 guys standing in a line equals 16 feet. Exactly. Oh my God.
Real quick, Sam. Hey, Tim Shaw, I saw your message. I think I replied to it. As soon as we're done with the show today, I will immediately send you a message, Tim. We'll connect.
Yep. Okay, great. Thanks, Alex. So Devon Energy and Coterra Energy announced on Monday a definitive agreement to merge and create a premier shale operating company in an all-stock transaction, implying a combined enterprise value of about $58 billion. Now, is that something that's going to go percentage go to the American people, to the U.S. government? I don't know. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch that. Obviously, it looks like Devon's Energy is going to move from Oklahoma City down to Houston, kind of to add on to the deal. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that carries out. But it's another merger, another building a little strength on that end of it. So we'll see.
Right. James?
Isn't the name of their new business Core Natural Resources?
I
believe that's right, isn't it?
I'm not sure. It could be.
Well, they're gonna specialize in exporting metallurgical and thermal coal with 11 active mines.
Interesting. Alex, any comment?
Well, yeah, and we had an executive order yesterday by Trump creating a strategic reserve of essential minerals, right? Coal, silver, gold, energy is coming back to the States. So it makes sense. Everybody that's got their finger on the pulse of what's going on in the United States can see that manufacturing and steel and all of these, I mean, it's all coming back, right? It's all coming back. And so you're going to see more of these large company mergers, and you're going to see some new ones pop up because that's how capitalism and free market works.
Yeah. Well, and talking about that, come on. I'm sorry, Dave. Did you have something?
I was just going to say it's going to stay underneath the same name of Devon Energy.
So
Yeah.
talking about mergers and acquisitions and all this other, Elon Musk companies, SpaceX and XAI are officially merging. A newly updated business filing in Nevada lists the business name as K2 Merger Sub 2. Now, they're talking about it being somewhere between 1.25 and 1.5 trillion dollar valuation. Now, if my guess is correct and the Patriots control SpaceX, they now by proxy will control XAI as well. Alex, what do you make of that?
I'm going to go last.
You want to go? Oh, okay, you want to go? Okay, James.
Nice. Good move, Alex.
Didn't want to steal
Basically, XAI is also known for Grok chatbot. XAI has a valuation and was purchased for 125 billion, and SpaceX is valued at 1 trillion. It makes it the most valuable private company ever. Musk says the innovation engine putting AI, rockets, space-based internet, and media all under one roof.
And with all of the money that they're spending on space exploration, what they're spending on the new Optimus robots, what they're spending on possible energy production, it sure seems to me like maybe executive orders 14818 and 14838 have come into play here in terms of where the money is coming from and who's in control of it. Dave?
Well, talk along those same means. Financial analysis suggests that the deal helps fund XAI high burn rate of $1 billion per month using a SpaceX healthy cash flow from its government contracts and Starlink revenue. So one side of it's going to help fund the other to get it up and running a rocket. So totally makes sense.
Yep. Alex?
So this is what's really cool. His vision is the guy's brilliant. But what else is he got his hands in, right? When you've got the AI, you've got the rocket company, Starlink, the robots, and then we go back to some conversations that we had with our previous guests, AFanon and Sapioplex, being prepared for what a future looks like when there are AI rockets, AI robots, AI, like all of those things combined. He's talking about building data centers in space, right? Like the man is so far ahead of where we currently have our heads. It's really interesting to see. So it makes sense, and I would think that he probably will continue to bundle his businesses into one funnel. It makes sense. One project funds another. Research and development can be combined. Quality assurance can be combined. So it's going to be really interesting to see over the next 5 to 10 years what comes out of his head from concept to paper to reality. I mean, the dude built a space company in a relatively short amount of time when our own space agencies, I mean, when we were kids, right, we had space shuttles, we had innovation, we were going like, and then it's been stagnant. So to see what he's doing and where it's going, I'm super excited about it.
You mean when we really didn't go to the moon? Is that what you're talking about, Alex? I knew that was going to get a reaction.
Anything he sets his mind to, he's the top dog soon thereafter.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. Exactly. Wendy J, thank you for the gifts. David Morrell said Elon and fusion energy plants. It could very well be.
My dogs.
What exactly? Oh, I want to catch this one. Lisa Maria said, "What do you think about the mayor of Long Beach?" What she's referring to is the mayor of Long Beach came out and essentially called on the heads of all of the gangs in the area to revolt against ICE. Now, I mean, it is so far out of bounds that it has to be something going on behind the scenes. It is so far out of bounds. Did you guys see that, James? Did you see that?
No, that's insane. But at least it'd be easy to find them, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Did you see it, Alex?
I did. It's disgusting. It's appalling. It's so over the top, blatant. I mean, let's definition of insurrection. USC 182383 insurrection or rebellion is defined as inciting, assisting, engaging in, or giving any aid to any act of violent opposition against the authority of the United States or its laws.
Exactly.
Lunacy.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense unless we're watching a movie, which I think we are. LSC.3, thank you for the gifts. Bat and Ballin, Wendy J, you guys are awesome. D said the U.S. just shot down an Iranian drone approaching a U.S. ship in the Arabian Sea. Nice. Yeah, James gets a little fist pump going on that one. Benji 1959 said, just remember, guys, most of what we're witnessing now has already happened. It's a movie. 100% I agree. David said, mergers and shell companies. Yep, exactly. There's so much going on behind it, you guys. So much going on behind the scenes that we are just not privy to at this point. Let's see. Pureblood Holly John said, the U.S. Navy and Marines adopted XAI in their operation. Yes, I did see that. And for everybody who knows, Pureblood Holly Johns does multiple updates throughout the day. I would encourage everyone to go and follow her. She does a great job. I don't mention it enough. I should mention it more, but I just get so busy with everything going on here. But go follow Pureblood Holly Johns on TikTok. You'll be glad that you did. Okay. Jay Boogie said, I can see Elon going back to South Africa and taking over the disrupting BRICS. Well, I think BRICS is I think there's going to be a new monetary system that will incorporate what BRICS is doing, blockchain technology, precious metals, and so forth. Now, how it's going to play out and when, your guess is as good as mine, but it's coming.
You're fired.
Fired again? Oh, no. Andrea Lynn 81 said, did anyone see the video of a lady knocking coffee out of a guy's hand when she thought it was ice? No, I didn't see that. Did you guys see that?
I've not seen it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I seen it. It was like a riot around these group of guys, and she knocked it out. Guy just got in his car and they drove off, got out of Dodge.
I didn't see that.
My favorite one that I've seen over the last several weeks was a guy carrying an American flag and another individual with a little megaphone that was blasting it in his ear, and they just kept pushing the guy, and the next thing you know, they start to gang up on him, and 4 different dudes, stiff as a board, just over like a tree.
Exactly.
I mean, flat leveled him. One guy came charging up like he was going to do something. Bink. Sorry.
So it looks like Barbara Barr said it's a mayoral candidate. Oh, okay, is that who it was? JP Metal Slayer said, go to the moon? Hell, we haven't gotten through the firmament. Oh, no, here we go again. Benji 1959 said, I feel for Sam trying to follow the chat and talk at the same time. I know, believe me, it's a challenge. It is certainly a challenge, Ben. Hey, Dana Mackey just showed up. David said the steel.ca. Yeah, all of that's going to get coming out. Doug Rice 59 said funding was taken from corrupt NASA and transferred to SpaceX. Elon is just a puppet. I would tend to agree. I think the Patriots are in full control. I'm married to Bob is here. Good morning. I'm married to Bob. Glad you can make it. So Benji 1959 said that was awesome to watch, Alex. I know he just gets so upset about that. It cracks me up. All right, let's move on. So Deutsche Bank said that Tesla is no longer just a car company. What's that, Alex?
Really?
Oh, I'm joking with you, man. You know, I'm just pulling your leg. Deutsche Bank says that Tesla's no longer just a car company. Now, we know about their cars. We know about the Optimus robots. And I, for one, I would love to have an Optimus robot. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of static in the chat about that, but I think it's a great option. I think we're moving into it. Alex, what do you make of it?
Well, what happens when Tesla gets pulled into SpaceX and XAI? And look, we talked about it on the show with Sapioplex and AF, and on like if we are going to be prepared. I don't remember if it's 30 or 300 generations or whatever that there is a star that is on a path to disrupt our orbit. Like extinction level events happen, and you start looking at all the pieces to the puzzle of what does it look like for us to go colonize someplace else, not interplanetary or solar system, but to genuinely travel across and go see what the other planets and the other solar systems look like. It's an interesting time to say the least. And he's wanting to put colonization on Mars by 2030 or something to that effect. Setting up the colonization on another place means we're going to have people or robots and AI to build the facilities out to be ready for colonization. It's incredible time. Incredible time.
Exactly. Dave, you must have pissed off the Restream gods. But you're
It
back.
just goes gone.
Exactly, James.
Hell just happened.
How's that go?
Sam, you were worried about people giving you hell in the chat. I want to know what color hair was she going to have?
The robot? No, I'm not going down that road, James. Nice try. But I think it makes sense to me.
Okay.
I just think it makes sense. I don't know. Go ahead, James.
I mean, look at the
Well,
Jetsons.
it's likely that it's likely that humanoid robot is a long-term driver for transforming the company into an AI and robotics leader. There's high execution risks, production hurdles. Deutsche Bank has factored Optimus into their valuation, and Deutsche Bank projects Optimus is going to be a significant contributor to Tesla's future wealth.
Right. Squiggly77 said the new monetary system is called XRP. I think that's going to be one facet of it, but I don't think it's all of it, in my opinion. Unless they merge, certain technologies together. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Dave, any comment?
Well, here we are. We're talking about flying cars, robots. I don't know what's going on anymore. We're talking about the Jetsons. Plain and simple. It's all coming true.
100%. Martini Time said it's true, Alex. Sorry. Not talking about that. We're not going down there again. Crystal Zeski just showed up. Good morning, Crystal. Kathleen Garcia. Holy smokes. Dog Lover said, Alex, gorgeous baby. What baby is she talking about?
Roper was in my lap. The basketball that was in my head lap, the Rottweiler.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey.
Okay.
Growling angry now.
Crystal, thank you for all the gifts. Very sweet of you. Nurse. Oh. Huh. Clara Bell Rod said, what are your thoughts on the midterms? Well, my thoughts is it could go a couple of different ways. First, they could steal the midterms, and that would trigger election integrity issues. Or two, it could be a red wave, and there's no more debating in Congress and the Senate as to what gets passed and what doesn't, especially if they get rid of the filibuster. James, what do you think about it?
Sam, my hands are in the air on that topic. There's so much going around that. Money is it's hard to say. Money has got me mixed up. I don't know up from down in the whole subject.
Yep. Alex, James. I mean, Alex.
Dave.
I know whoever the hell you are, the guy in the upper right box.
Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, okay, I can talk about it too. No, I think before midterms it'll get here. Trump his numbers will be so good they won't want to change it. Plain and simple, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Andrea Lynn 81 said, I'm concerned for the midterms. I'm not going to lie. I'm not concerned at all. I think all of this is under control. Alex?
I got to go back to the script, right? And it's an interesting perspective you said, Sam. What if they do allow the flip to blue in House and Senate and whatever else? I don't see it happening. This train has so much momentum and is coming down the track so hard and so fast. I don't think anything's going to be able to stop what's coming.
Yeah. Pure Blood Holly John says, or will there even be midterms? Very good point, Holly. God only knows for sure. King's Girl 1974 said there's still too many rhinos. Well, they're getting found out. They're getting exposed. So how it's going to play out, I don't know. But I'm completely comfortable.
Actually, Sam, more than God knows, it's Trump and the military now.
Yeah, exactly.
We went into Georgia, right? They're going in. They're pulling things up. We're going to find out that Tina Peters in Colorado was actually a freaking hero, not a criminal. And it makes sense that They don't want this fixed because if it's fixed, then they can't get in office. And if they can't get in office, then they can't make the rules and the laws to funnel money to their friends, their brothers, their uncles, their sisters, into Somalia. Like, it's all tied together. It's all. You wonder why they're freaking out. You wonder why they are raging about losing all of this money. If you were making millions of dollars, whether it was ethical or not, if you were making millions of dollars and somebody came in and said, "Oh, nope, turning that machine off," does it make sense now, people?
Yeah. And now you know why the mayor of Long Beach is sending in the gangs.
Yeah, exactly.
Plain
Earl
and simple.
Shannon said there will be no more two-party elections. I think you're probably right. The real Martini Time said, I truly believe the Patriots are in control. 100%. The real AFP said the question then is who has control over the election machines? Right. And you think it's by chance that we take care of Maduro, where Smartmatic and Dominion voting systems and Hammer and Scorecard were originated from? That's not by
Venezuela went down, and then 20 days later we go into Georgia.
Yep, exactly. I speak 1717 said, come on, Brunson case. Exactly. That's a whole nother attack vector that we just don't know.
Sam. We need to reach out. We need an update from Lloyd.
Yeah, I'll give him a shout. Wendy J, thank you for all the gifts. So Christy Nome said, effective immediately, we are deploying body cameras to every officer in the field in Minneapolis as funding is available. The body camera program will be expanded nationwide. Why they don't have them already, I don't know, but I find it interesting. James, what do you make of it?
Well, it's the ultimate accountability. Just like the last pull of the trigger, it was justified based on camera footage that officer was wearing. So it erases all doubt. Why, you're right. Why haven't they had that? I mean, it's something. Accountability is everything, and if it takes the burden of proof off of the officer that pulls the trigger, that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. David said, look at Arizona again. Of course. What's the only county in the Q drops that was ever mentioned? Maricopa County in Arizona. Exactly. Holly C86 said, very good point. Remember hearing that Trump will be the last president. Well, again, you guys, let's say they expose 2020 tomorrow. That's going to call into question 2016, 2012, 2008. It's going to go, I don't know how far back they're going to go. What happens in that situation? Do you just wipe out Congress and Senate and do a one-day paper ballot election from scratch? I don't know. It's a constitutional crisis. What do you think, Alex?
All right, constitutional crisis is right, and I figured what was it James says? I've got the sauce. I figured it out, or what is it you say, James? When I nailed this.
You're on it. Yeah. I got it figured out. Yeah,
I got it figured out. They don't have body cams because the budget for body cams was sent to Somalia.
Exactly. Exactly. Nismore, you, thank you for the gifts. Wildlife fans sent a love bomb. That was really cool. I've never seen one of those before. Squiggly77 said Maduro is singing. Yes, I'm sure he already has. And I don't think it happened, a few months ago. I think it happened quite some time ago. Let's see here. Mama Bear said, I'm late at tapping because I was getting ready for work and I just arrived at the salon for a very long day. Well, at least you're with us, Mama Bear. That's what counts. Cowie Bixby said Maricopa, 100%. That's going to be a hinge pin. And I venture to say, and I'm not going out on a limb here, the Democratic Party's done. They're all done. Batten Ballin, Karen Cruz, thank you for the gifts. It's so sweet of you all. All right, so let's see where we're at here. 131,000 likes. You guys are awesome. Just incredible. Just incredible. All right, so we're going to sign off before we dance. We're going to sign off on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Hope you can join us. In the meantime, hope you have a great day.